Hey guys, Cosmos here from Dolly Games, and here we got Tower of Kings in the new patch, 5th of November 2015, and luckily I was able to go with the strong team from our guild. We got Papyrus at almost 4 million, we got a 2 at 2.72, and we got Garg at almost 4 million as well, 3.7. I'm just gonna take this first stun, this for myself, and otherwise I am pretty much set. We're gonna take a Dark Sylph, or actually we're gonna take a Wind Sylph, and we are ready to go. So the Tower of Kings should have normally, I heard that it's more difficult, so we're gonna check it out. We're going directly to Nightmare, which was normally no problem for Pop and Pop Garg and a troop before. So let's see if we will have a problem completing it. And then of course we'll see what rewards we get from the chest. I should be the one lagging the most from the team, which is normal. So normally we start with Chaos Rune straight away, which allows all that area damage which come from the enemy to hit themselves, which is very good. In a weaker party it might be better to stun them on the first turn, using something like this, like Death Warrant, or other skills of other classes. So each usually has one stun skill, and of course the Holy Seal. But so far so good. I actually should unhide the object so we see who we're fighting, but that button is not working very well. So Death Warrant is very nice for this kind of stunning purposes. As you see there, I stunned the top guy, and the Holy Seal would go on the second guy if he was alive. So that's round 1. I'll try to unhide objects faster. So we got 7.7 million experience Diamond King chest times 1. There they are, all Odins. I actually put up a shield. Because if I can survive, I can... did I take my Wind Sylph? Yeah, I did. So then I can increase the party damage by 30%, which is pretty good. And again, the hide objects keeps on popping back on. Probably because it's detecting what a horrible lag there is. Yeah, I can't see what's going on. Don't even know if my guy did the Death Warrant or not. Oh, there it is. So that was pretty easy. It looks pretty easy, but normally it's supposed to be very difficult, and that's mostly because Garg and Pop are close to 4 million bell rating, which is very powerful. I'm at 2.5, and Atro I think was 2.7 we said, I don't remember. We can look at it again, but it's mostly the very powerful damage coming from Garg and Pop. The damnation that my kid is putting is also pretty useful. It further increases the damage from the strong guys, which is nice. What a mess. Let's try to keep unhiding the objects. I keep on forgetting that, so that we can actually see. There's a whole row of Odin Sylphs, which is pretty scary. Yeah, the game just won't let me unhide it. We're just gonna have to fight against sticks. It's one of the not so brilliant ideas that the developers of the game had, which is to, close down the whole game where only your character is visible, and they still call it a game, which is really weird. There's been a lot of negative feedback on this feature. They did it for reducing lag, but they kind of forget the fundamental basics, which is people are playing the game because they like to see stuff, which is kind of funny that they don't consider such common sense things. Alright, there goes the death warrant stunning somebody. I'm gonna switch into Holy Seal. Now the good thing about Holy Seal, now I can see that it's targeting the second enemy there, who is not stunned, so that's fine. But if it was by any chance somebody who was already stunned, the good thing to do there is just to go to Sylph mode, and that way you get to do Holy Seal again, and you have a chance that it falls on the right target. So yeah, with this team, then it looks very easy. They're doing a hell of a lot of damage. And we are getting 7.7 million experience per round. Not that it matters much. I think experience has no value for any of us here. Everything that's related to experience has been maxed long ago. But still, it looks like a big number. But it is nightmare versions that sort of comes into it. So what we're gonna do is right after this is oh, I just noticed also their names here on the right hand side are called shadow player name. I think that was not the case before. But Tower of Kings had always fluctuated between shadows and normal, so that's nothing new exactly. So what I also want to do now is, now that we got the Diamond King chests, then we can open them up and see, because I heard there are new items in there, so we can check that out. Alright, we'll just ready up here because we're gonna do Dragon Invasion next, and I guess I can keep recording that. But in the meantime, let's have a look at the new Diamond King chest. Open to obtain the following: level 70 Legendary Stone, Shadow Soul times 3, Soul Crystal 120, Runestone 120, Insignia 500, plus 48 to 80 Mount Training Whips, and that's the new part. So if I open one, we get Warpath Crystal times 1 and 64 whips. Another one, 500 Insignia and 80 whips. Another one, Rest Reduction 1 and 80 whips. And one more, Insignia 500, 80 whips. Another 500 Insignia and 80 whips. Nice drops. Tons of whips. So that is definitely an improvement on one side, because you get tons of whips. On the other side, they did remove the whole bunch of the other items where you were getting guaranteed Eudemon items, which was nice. But I guess they're considering that the Eudemon items will be coming from the Eudemon or Kid Arena, which is true. You get the items there as well. So it's a trade-off. You lose some, you get some. I think in general it's a trade-off that is good for us as players, because the kid items are of course are nice, but they're of course for the kids. But the whips make us stronger. So I need to restart here. Alright, we're back in. So what happens is, as you train your mount, you get stronger, of course, and as you get stronger, your kid gets stronger because your kid is a percentage of you. So in that regard, like you see here's HP 84%, physical attack 28%, and so forth. So as your kid is a percentage of you, it makes a lot more logic to become stronger. It's more logical that making yourself stronger is better than making just your kids stronger. Of course, if you do both, that's even better. But otherwise, this trade-off, so us losing a bunch of the rewards but getting whips, I think it's in our interest. And you might be wondering that it's a lot of whips, but if you've seen some of our articles where I wrote on our website the quantities of whips that you require to upgrade the magic mounts, it's in, if my memory serves me right, it was 670,000 whips. So if you want to be sure, just go search for that article. Yes, I did. Just go search for that article, and you'll see exactly how much whips it was taking to max out the magic mounts, and they'll give you an idea. So it is definitely a good amount of whips compared to our previous gameplay, but we definitely needed more whip income. And I know some people might say that you get a bunch from the farm, but don't forget, not everybody is super duper active. There are a lot of casual players as well, and myself, for example, I don't have time to log into the farm all the time. So maybe I even don't pick up at all from anything from the farm, like the whole day, or I pick up one time or two times. So whereas other people like are super active and they pick up every 6 hours, so that also makes a difference. So I think this is good for bringing up the whips of people who are behind, and it's definitely gonna help to start upgrading those magic mounts if you've already finished up your attributes on your current mounts. And remember, when you're buying mounts with the beast souls, first buy the mounts which have higher attributes. And that means that if you, let's say, if you want to buy a plus 20 mount, look at all the plus 20 mounts and find the one that gives you higher attributes, higher max attributes. I'll try to show it maybe in this right after I pick up this loot. We should have a couple of seconds. So if we go to the stables, mount shop, so let's say the 480 here, you see max attribute 10, max attribute 5, max attribute 5, max attribute 5, 5 again, 5 again. So you look like that, and first buy all the, here is plus 10 again, but I had that. So first always buy the plus 10 attributes, even if you're far away from maxing out with the whips. I think I might be lagging on the screen of my teammates because they're making some sarcastic comments about it. And that's very much possible. You may think that you're doing everything correctly, but you might be lagging compared to other people. So yeah, I seem to be 5 seconds behind them. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm definitely lagging here, but we'll see. And that's stage 5. And I hope that doesn't impact the performance. Can try to see what I can do. Try to close down some programs on the computer, maybe that'll help. But might be required to restart. Also, doing Dragon Invasion with this team is very nice because, like I said, they have a pretty high damage output. So let's see if we can see them at least for a second. Darn hide objects. And the fights go really quickly. I think they start going into stealth mode from the 9th stage only, because before that they kill off the bosses in 1-2 rounds just with regular attacks. Gonna try to restart. Alright, we're back in. Looks like I made it just in time. Stage 7. At least I'm rolling 6s, so that's good. You know, if you roll late but you roll a 6, everybody's gonna love you. Alright, there is no great change here. I didn't pay attention. He's asking, but I am recording so we can see on video. That's also one of the benefits of recording. If you forgot something, you can always see it on video. It was a good question. How many shadow souls did we get from Tower of Kings? I also didn't pay attention if it was the same or different. Got stage 8. Nice. Another 6. This time from Papyrus. This look I have is pretty badass. If you guys want to try it out, it's pretty cool. Everybody says that they're scared of me. So it's the Feathered Witch Helm, who with the Haunted Halloween apparel, Nocturnal Killer, and Lion Warrior wings. If you want to try it out, it's pretty cool. And it works really good with this old panther. And I think here is when they go to stealth mode, and I can see already Garg is on Zeus. We got Battle Oracles casting Damnation. It's very important. For a dungeon like this, what you want to do is you want to have a single damage, a maximum single damage skill, which for the Battle Oracle is of course the Thunder, and then because he has Damnation as well, those two go together really nicely. For somebody like Sanctuary Hunter, you want to have something strong, but also the Incendiary works really good because it reduces the damage dealt by the boss. So in some cases that might be important. In this party we're not concerned about the damage from the boss, we're more concerned about the time taken, but in other parties that might be important. So here is my setup currently for this dungeon, which is the Thunder, the Damnation at level 3, already 9% damage increase. I seem to be slowing down the party because of the lag and recording. So first time I'm gonna go to Stealth mode, which is the Medusa, and then this allows me to use the Whispering Wind and increase by 30% the damage, especially of Papyrus and Gargamel, because like I told you, they have near 4 million bal rating. And by being able to give them such a big boost, it's really immense. And that goes together with the Damnation that's on the boss, so another 9% damage increase. So 30% from me, 9% from the Damnation, and another 9% I believe it is from the Delphic of the kids, which is like this one, Delphic Radiant Judgment, another 9%. So that is an immense damage increase that you can give to your stronger players if you yourself are not as strong as them. So every party member can be valuable, provided that you have prepared, because of course having all these different sylphs with the skills, that all takes preparation. Like maybe you need to do the healing, or maybe you need to focus, or maybe you're the strong one, then you need somebody like Zeus to do maximum damage output. So it's all considerations that you have to think about, and all the different tools. You can consider sylphs like tools, you know, it's different tools for different events, you use different ones, and so you should be able to adapt both to stronger parties where you're the weak one, but also to parties where you will be the strongest one. So both cases can exist. Let's say you're somebody like me at 2.5 million bal rating, then of course going with these guys, that this is the situation where they're stronger at around 4 million, close to 4 million. But let's say if I'm gonna help somebody who is at 1 million bal rating, and then of course I'll be the strong one, and it makes sense that they increase my damage output instead of doing damage themselves. It's quite a big pity that Dragon Invasion we can't recuperate rewards. I really liked in the past where we could pick up the gold if you don't do the dungeon, or if you don't have time, or if you missed it for whatever reason, then the next day you could recuperate in the past about 10 million gold or so, which was I think it was 1 million per stage that you have completed. And so that was really nice, and it saved up a lot of time. And now that they removed that, they changed the recovery system where you only recuperate experience, which for most people who I play with means nothing. It's just the same as if you give them 1 gold, because experience has no value. So it's very unfortunate that you can't recuperate events, because that means that if you have to do Dragon Invasion every day, that's an additional 20 minutes lost on you. Alright, so here you see the Damnation is on the boss. I'm gonna initiate the Delphic Radiant Judgment, and there's another dimension coming from Papyrus's kid, and simultaneously I'm gonna set the Whispering Wind, and that really cranks up the damage big time. And I consider this as not 4 players with 4 kids, I consider this like 8 players. So you're increasing the damage by 30% of 8 players, in fact, which is immense, and that's where you see this massive movement in the health of the boss, from the point where all those 3 damage increases were clicked, which is the Delphic power-up, the Damnation, and the Whispering Wind. From that point on, the next round damage output is immense, and the boss dies really fast. Sweet, another 6. Alright, so far so good. And I really like the Medusa Sylph graphics. Bob was saying, how come I managed to click fast now? And yeah, as Gargi explained, the reason that happened is because I died actually from the boss's ultimate, which took me out, not by damage, but by just removing the player ultimate attack. And because I was dead, of course, the dead people always get the dice roll before the people who are fighting the boss, always. So that means that even if you're lagging, you will get the dice roll first, and then the people will finish the battle and they will get the dice roll. So in that case, it looked like I pressed it first, which was then normally impossible. So 1 life left, and just as I cast this buff, he will die. Although at this point it's not really necessary maybe to cast the buff, because like I said, just 1 life left, but still that speeds things up. Come on, dear. But you always have to consider, of course, if you're casting a buff, then you're not doing the damage. So that's why you need that difference in power to justify you losing a turn for casting a buff or a debuff. And we definitely have that here. We have 8 players, or 4 players with 4 kids, and the power difference. So that's definitely justified. 2 minutes to spare. All good. Bunch of money collected, which is all very useful for events like whatchamacallit, the Holy Forge, which eats so much gold, it's insane. So that's it, you guys. This was supposed to be only about Tower of Kings, but I hope you also enjoyed the Dragon Invasion video, in case you haven't seen that before or haven't seen it with a party like this. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do click on like and subscribe, and share with your friends. Always helps when you guys share. Oh, campfire, cool. Campfire is free stuff. Always go pick it up. And yeah, all the links are in the description below. Please bookmark dollargames.com or wartune.dollargames.com, or if you use Facebook a lot, you can go to fb.dollargames.com. That's our Facebook page. Of course, our YouTube, youtube.dollargames.com. So I try to make all the URLs easy for everyone. So please bookmark. Also, you can subscribe on the email list on the website. So when we publish new articles, you can get notified. Or if you're following our Facebook page or Twitter page or Google Plus page, then you'll get notifications via your social media notifications, icons or buttons. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day.